Hey everyone, Michelle here, and first of all, thank you for joining me today on my channel. I am working on a process video for a design team layout for my creative scrapbook. Now this is using the January kit, which is full of simple vintage junk drawer. And so I do have an unboxing video if you want to check that out, if you have more questions about what is in the kit. I am going to be using the sketch that you have access to with the January kits. Now this is created by Laura Whitaker, and it has 3 photos here. They look like they almost look like they're like 2.5 or 2 3/4. Because 3, 6, 9, this is bigger than 12. So, but I think I am going to use 3 by 5s instead. Now the sketch has a variety of patterned papers, and then it has these circular elements grounding the embellishment clusters. And so I'm either going to use white or this beautiful blue as the background. On the back is this, and so I'd have to be willing to sacrifice the clipboards. Now there are other clipboard elements in the kit, and so I would probably be fine with that. For the round elements, I can either stencil some texture paste or a different color on the back, or I could cut this in half and use half of it up here and half of it down here. I do like the scale of the stencil. That feels like it matches the sketch a little bit more. And then there's 3 major pattern papers, plus the scallop and the 2 dovetail banner ends there. And so I am going to use this black text and then this key typewriter key paper, and then either this pink or this green, just to add a little pop of color. Now when I look at my photos, the blue background is good for the sky and for my daughter's shirt. And then I have this Granville Island picture. These 3 pictures are from a day trip we took with my husband up to Vancouver, BC last summer. And so maybe I'll do the pink because I'm wearing pink and I have pink in my sunglasses. And then there's red tones, of course, on the mural here. So that is my plan. And let's see how this all comes together. It also has a little bit of stitching elements here. And so I will either stamp those or sew those as well. So, all right, let's get to it. So the first thing I'm going to do is mat my photos. And so in the sketch, it has quite a wide area for between the top and bottom of the mat and the photos. And so I do respect that. And I do want the text to show, but I don't know. I wanted to map my photos on cardstock as well. So I used black cardstock, and then I used white for the main photo, just so that stands out a bit more. And so I do that pretty frequently. If there's one photo that is that I like, I shouldn't say like, but it's a more of a portrait. The others are more of scenery, just to give you a hint of where we're at. And so that's what I did. I'm going to go ahead and mount those on that black script. And I am going to then mount that black script on the typewriter paper.
Now I want to do it in a way so that you can read words above and below. So I centered it so that you can see memories and hello and great, I think. Some of that's going to be covered. And so off to the right is a pattern paper and then a tag above the left photo. So I decided to use the pink tag and then this um, floral paper, which I cut for some reason diagonally instead of vertically. So I'm off now cutting a vertical piece. And so that is going to um, represent that pattern paper over there. And then I'm going to use the stencil that comes in the kit for the round elements. And so I just mark where I want that to be. And I am just using white texture paste. I do add just a little bit of um, um, a pop of color to the white. And I am trying to use my pops of color Nouveau drops a little bit more. I rarely use them as drops. I'm left-handed. My left hand isn't that steady. And so I'm trying to use them more in a mixed media um, type of fashion. So I do add a bit to the texture paste. So it has just a hint of pink to it. You'll see. Um, and it helps too. Sometimes modeling paste has a bit of a grade cast. And so this way it kind of helps with that as. So I'm going to go ahead and add that. I'm going to let it dry and then move on to the next part of the layout. So this is what I have so far. I went ahead and added some white splatters on the sketch. It had some drops on it, so I added those. I'm going to go ahead and use ground espresso, I believe, to ink my edges. You can just see at the bottom there, I have torn a section of the blue paper because I wanted just a bit of pink to show down there as well. And so I will be backing that with that pink floral paper that I cut in error. I'm also going to take this pink piece to my sewing machine. I might have already done that, as well as the typewriter piece. I just sewed around it, and the pink piece I did some zigzag stitch, and so that is all complete, and I can go ahead and adhere it to my layout. I'm going to bump this up just a little bit. I wanted room to add an element below. In the sketch, it has a scallop trim. I didn't have any scallop. Um, I didn't want to do scallop on this layout. I've used scallop trim on other layouts. Wanted to do something a little different. And so you'll see how I treat that in just a moment here. There's that pink piece, just a little peekaboo down at the bottom. And I have my tag, and I try to be very conscientious on all my layouts, I think, this month at really being strategic as far as where my mixed media is going and not hiding it too much. And so instead of the scallops on the sticker sheets, there are some file tabs. And so I am just going to spread the file tabs that I have left equally spaced along the bottom there. So that is what I'm working on here. So that is now complete. And you see, I have found a title as well. I'm just going to use the love stickers that were also on the sticker sheet. Now, this layout is in the I'm starting to feel a little better from COVID, but I'm still my head is just brain fog, and so um, it's I've cut out some of the obvious issues out of my process, just because it's a little comical. Maybe I should have left it. But the decision making is, I'm just at this point just sticking really close to the sketch because I just don't have it in me to do anything different. And so I have picked out the flowers I'm going to use, the pink one and then the large ivory one up to the right. Now it has that clock that is actually either going to move or go away completely. I think I get rid of it. I like the idea of it because of the steam clock in the photo, but it's just too big. And so I've gotten rid of that. I am going to replace it with a flower sticker, a medallion, and then there's going to be a word sentiment. I don't have the one up there that I'm planning on using yet. There it is. Never forget. So that is going to go up on top. And the top is pretty close to being done. Then I'm going to add a little strand of beads of the pearls up there. Now down below, I have the kind of blush colored flower with the pink sparkly flower. I am going to add a round piece between them that actually has some florals on top of it. There it is. And so that is going to go in my cluster with the butterfly there. And it says happy times. I'm going to add a corn ticket to both the clusters. And I think I'm getting somewhat close. I'm going to go ahead and adhere those. I just have the beads left, I believe. So I play with them a bit. I decide to do them, like I said, up top, like really figure them out. Um, Down below. But that's okay. It doesn't have to be in both. It kind of leads your eye into that first cluster, and then we end down below with the word love, and that all works. And so I'm going to adhere these, which is going to take a couple minutes. And the final thing I'm going to do is add some pearls to my flowers. And so once I get all this kind of adhered, it does take a bit to adhere that string. And like I said, I make an attempt, but it's a pretty half-hearted effort. So going to attach some pearls to the flowers, and I think I'm getting pretty close. So oh, a little bit of my hair there. So thank you so much for watching with me today. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned something that you can use. Definitely check out my creative scrapbook. They have this limited edition kit. They also have a creative kit, a main kit, and an album kit, and they're all meant for um, different styles of scrapbooking. So check them out. Let me know if you have any questions. And thanks so much for any comments or encouragement, likes and subscribes. I appreciate all of that and your time in watching my videos. So I hope you have a great day, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.